Are you struggling with anxiety or feeling overwhelmed by life's challenges? Imagine if ancient wisdom could offer you powerful tools to improve your mental well-being today. Welcome back to your Stoic journey, where we explore self-improvement and Stoic philosophy to help you live a more fulfilled life. If you're new here, consider subscribing and hitting the bell icon to support the channel and stay updated on our latest videos. As Marcus Aurelius once said, "You have power over your mind, not outside events." Realize this, and you will find strength. Today, we'll dive into how Stoicism can provide practical strategies to enhance your mental health. Stoicism is an ancient Greek philosophy founded by Zeno of Citium around 300 BCE. It teaches the development of self-control and fortitude as a means to overcome destructive emotions. At its core, Stoicism focuses on the dichotomy of control, understanding what we can and cannot control, and the cultivation of virtue, wisdom, courage, justice, and temperance. Epictetus reminds us, it's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters. This simple yet profound idea is central to Stoic thought and a key to mental resilience. The philosophy flourished in ancient Greece and Rome, with notable philosophers like Seneca, Epictetus, and Marcus Aurelius contributing significantly to its teachings. Despite its ancient origins, the principles of Stoicism remain relevant and applicable to our modern lives. The dichotomy of control teaches us to distinguish between what we have power over, our own thoughts, actions, and responses, and what lies beyond our control, other people's actions, external events, and outcomes. By focusing on what we can control and accepting what we cannot, we can cultivate a sense of inner peace and resilience. Reflecting on the Stoic principle of virtue, we understand that living a good life is about aligning our actions with virtues like wisdom, courage, justice, and temperance. Wisdom involves making sound judgments and decisions. Courage is about facing challenges with bravery. Justice is about fairness and treating others with respect. Temperance involves self-discipline and moderation. By striving to live virtuously, we can navigate life's ups and downs with grace and composure. Anxiety is a common mental health issue characterized by feelings of worry, nervousness, or fear. It's often triggered by uncertainty about the future. We live in a fast-paced world where we constantly face pressures from work, social media, and personal expectations, which can exacerbate anxiety. Stoicism offers techniques to manage anxiety by focusing on what we can control and letting go of what we can't. This doesn't mean ignoring problems, but rather approaching them with a clear and rational mindset. When you feel anxious, take a moment to identify the source of your anxiety. Ask yourself, is this within my control? If not, consciously choose to let it go. If it is, think about actionable steps you can take. For instance, if you're anxious about an upcoming job interview, instead of fixating on the outcome, which you can't control, focus on preparing thoroughly. Research the company, practice common interview questions, and ensure you get a good night's sleep before the interview. By controlling what you can, you reduce unnecessary anxiety. Seneca advises, "We suffer more often in imagination than in reality." This highlights the importance of grounding ourselves in the present moment rather than getting lost in what-if scenarios. Anxiety often stems from our tendency to catastrophize and imagine the worst possible outcomes. By bringing our attention back to the present and focusing on the here and now, we can mitigate the spiraling thoughts that lead to anxiety. Mindfulness is another effective Stoic practice for managing anxiety. By staying present and engaged with the current moment, we can reduce the tendency to dwell on past regrets or future worries. When we practice mindfulness, we cultivate a state of awareness that allows us to observe our thoughts without getting caught up in them. This practice helps create a buffer between our thoughts and our reactions, allowing us to respond to situations more calmly and rationally. Stress is our body's response to pressure from challenging situations. While some stress can be beneficial, chronic stress can be harmful to our health. It's essential to manage stress effectively to maintain mental and physical well-being. Stoicism provides valuable tools for stress management, helping us approach life's challenges with a calm and composed mindset. One effective Stoic technique for managing stress is negative visualization. This practice involves imagining the worst-case scenario. It might seem counterintuitive, but it's not about pessimism. Rather, it's about preparing your mind for all possibilities. By mentally rehearsing potential setbacks, we reduce their impact if they occur and appreciate what we have in the present. For example, before a big presentation, envision things going wrong, technical issues, tough questions, or even forgetting your lines. By preparing for these scenarios, you'll feel more equipped to handle them calmly if they arise. Another Stoic practice for stress management is focusing on the present moment. When we stay present and fully engage with the task at hand, we prevent our minds from wandering into worries about the future. This approach not only enhances our productivity but also reduces stress. For instance, when working on a project, set aside specific times to work without distractions. Focus entirely on the task, and if your mind starts to drift to future concerns, gently bring it back to the present moment. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "If you are distressed by anything external, the pain is not due to the thing itself, but to your estimate of it, and this you have the power to revoke at any moment." This quote reminds us that our perception of events often determines our level of stress. By reframing our thoughts and focusing on what we can control, we can alleviate the distress caused by external circumstances. For example, if a colleague's behavior frustrates you, instead of fixating on their actions, focus on your response. You can choose to remain calm and address the situation constructively, reducing the stress it causes you. Daily reflection is another powerful Stoic practice for managing stress. At the end of each day, take a few moments to reflect on your experiences. Ask yourself, what did I do well today? What could I have done better? This practice helps you learn from each day and continuously improve. By acknowledging your successes and identifying areas for growth, you cultivate a mindset of self-awareness and proactive improvement, which helps mitigate stress. Emotional resilience is the ability to adapt to stressful situations and cope with life's ups and downs. It's not about avoiding stress, but rather developing the strength to bounce back from adversities. Stoicism offers powerful strategies for building emotional resilience, helping us navigate challenges with a steady mind and a courageous heart. One key Stoic strategy for building resilience is focusing on virtue. By aligning our actions with virtues like courage, wisdom, justice, and temperance, we create a solid foundation that guides us through difficult times. For instance, when faced with a challenging decision, ask yourself which option aligns best with your values. This clarity can provide the strength to make and act on tough choices. By prioritizing virtue, we cultivate inner strength and integrity, which help us remain steadfast in the face of adversity. Daily reflection is another effective practice for building emotional resilience. End each day with a period of introspection. Reflect on your actions, thoughts, and emotions. Ask yourself, what did I do well today? What could I have done better? This practice fosters self-awareness and continuous improvement. By learning from each day's experiences, we develop a deeper understanding of ourselves and our responses to challenges, which enhances our resilience. Epictetus said, "We cannot choose our external circumstances, but we can always choose how we respond to them." Building resilience is about strengthening our ability to respond to life's challenges with composure and rationality. By focusing on our responses rather than external events, we empower ourselves to navigate difficulties with grace. For example, if you face an unexpected setback, instead of dwelling on the misfortune, Focus on what you can learn from the experience and how you can move forward constructively. Another Stoic practice that enhances emotional resilience is premeditatio malorum, or the premeditation of evils. This involves contemplating potential challenges and preparing our minds for adversity. By regularly considering possible difficulties, we build mental toughness and reduce the shock of unexpected events. For instance, imagine potential obstacles in an upcoming project and plan how you would address them. This mental rehearsal helps you remain calm and composed when faced with real challenges. Applying Stoicism in modern life can significantly enhance our mental health and overall well-being. Let's explore some real-life examples of how people use Stoic principles to improve their mental health. These examples illustrate the practicality and relevance of Stoic practices in various aspects of daily life. In the workplace, Jane, a project manager, uses negative visualization before big meetings to prepare for any outcome and reduce anxiety. By imagining potential challenges and rehearsing her responses, she feels more confident and less stressed. This practice allows her to approach high-pressure situations with a calm and composed mindset, enhancing her performance and reducing stress. In personal relationships, Mike practices the dichotomy of control by focusing on how he communicates and letting go of others' reactions, reducing stress in his interactions. This approach helps him stay calm and centered, even in emotionally charged situations. By focusing on his responses and maintaining his composure, Mike creates a more harmonious and supportive environment in his relationships. In parenting, Sarah applies Stoic principles by focusing on her responses to her children's behavior rather than trying to control them. This reduces her stress and models calm, rational behavior for her kids. By emphasizing her own reactions and maintaining a steady presence, Sarah creates a nurturing and stable environment for her children, fostering emotional resilience in the family. Seneca advises, "Begin at once to live, and count each separate day as a separate life." This mindset encourages us to make the most of each day, regardless of external circumstances. By focusing on the present moment and appreciating each day as a new opportunity, we can enhance our well-being and reduce stress. This approach fosters a sense of gratitude and mindfulness, helping us navigate life's challenges with a positive and resilient attitude. In conclusion, today we explored how Stoic philosophy can help manage anxiety, reduce stress, and build emotional resilience. By applying these ancient principles, you can improve your mental well-being and navigate life's challenges more effectively. Stoicism offers practical tools for focusing on what we can control, cultivating virtue, and building resilience. These practices help create a balanced and fulfilling life. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up, share it with someone who might benefit from it, and don't forget to subscribe for more content on self-improvement and Stoicism. Let me know in the comments how you plan to incorporate Stoic practices into your daily life. Remember, as Marcus Aurelius said, "The happiness of your life depends upon the quality of your thoughts." Keep striving for a virtuous and resilient mind. Thank you for watching. Stay tuned for more insights on Stoicism and self-improvement. Until next time, take care and keep cultivating a strong, virtuous mind.